Gonna have a new error.
Yay!
Scotty's and Courtney's are yours. One great sip.
Yay!
That ain't going there.
Tied off and ready. This tire had a slice in the side, so he changed it out for the spare. All these guys aligned the motor this morning. And just getting the trailer ready. Making sure all the stuff is ready to go down the road. We got one more giant ratchet we'll put on the back and it'll be ready. Maiden voyage number 2 with the trailer. This time there's a boat on top. Oh yeah, we didn't check that.
The bumpiest road in the world though.
Yeah, this guy's kind of slow, obviously. There's one right side up.
They're sisters.
And there's one upside down. Trailer's here because we're going to be working on these stairs for Nate, and we made a ramp for Debo so he can go down, up and down the ramp. Look at how beautiful this yard is. Oh, and then also the reason why we have the trailer,
Gotta go outside.
we're packed up. This is all starting to pack up the house.
Show the boat upside down?
Yeah, I did. I was gonna show the front porch all being worked on. There's no front porch there. No front porch. So we are going to build the front porch. Debo has been a good boy. You've been a good boy. You have. You were a good boy to watch. Yes, you were. You were a good boy to watch. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Tell everybody all about you. He's an old buddy. Can't get up on his own. But we tried to make it as comfortable as possible for him. And give him lots of biscuits. He's got a hot spot on his foot right there. And Layla's been a good girl too. Have I shown you guys how this works? This trailer? Not sure if I did or not. Doggies are enjoying the day. Little bird. Painting some, I think it's called lath board or whatever it is that's on the side of the house, whatever that's called. Painted that, primed it anyway. Anyway, so this is such a sweet little house. It's so funny that we thought about getting this house about 7 or 8 years ago. We looked at buying this house. Anyways, so you lower the tailgate down and you got yourself a workbench. You got vacuums or sanders under there too. Got a big hubba vacuum or a little sander vacuum that you can use to vacuum sand. We don't have one of those fancy ones. We just made our own vacuum sander. And of course the new chop box since we broke the old one. These are all our cords. That's the cord to plug in the trailer. And then, you know, we just have some plugs. So this plug is for the chop box and also for a 3-way so that we can use, you know, all these hand tools. So these are where all the hand tools are. Pete's toolbox. We got ourselves a notepad. We still have an empty space here we haven't filled. We were gonna fill it with those slicks that are over there in the corner, which I'll show you, but they didn't fit, so. This is our grinder, and the nice thing about right here is I can stand up in here. You can't stand up anywhere else in the trailer, but right here. Anyway, so that's our blades, grinder discs, pencils, pencil sharpener, just a shelf for loose bits and bobs, another shelf for loose bits and bobs, another plug for the grinder and the table saw. And under here are the table saw blades and some lumber. There's actually, here's the broom and the dustpan, and under here are bar clamps. So that's a bunch of bar clamps under there. And vacuum stuff, which they fell over, but anyways, that's some extra vacuum parts and a long brush handle for cleaning stuff, sort of thing. Then you come along out here. Oh, another thing is I put those lights up here. There's those really bright LEDs, which right now I don't have plugged in. Oh, and we mounted the sign. We mounted it inside. So anyways, bandsaw is right here. We've got all of our tape measures, sharpening stones underneath here, WD-40. And then these are the slicks I was talking about, Pete's hat. Those are hammers and any kind of heavy tools for destruction. All of the screwdrivers. This is our all of our wrenches, which is nice because you can access it right here, right on the outside of the trailer. You don't have to go inside the trailer to access these, so you can reach in and out to grab different ones. And then hop in here, and we've got some wood clamps, more wood clamps. Our what are those called? I'll tell about those in a minute. This is extra bins of things, rags, extra gloves, etc., etc. Yeah, this is the router back that we haven't finished, but it's for the router, which we can run boards across on the table and do cross cuts with that thing. And everything is pretty much smooth for running boards across, all the way even here if we needed to run a longer board through here. So compressor is right here, extra rolly cart, hand planes, router bits, electrical tools, lathe, which we can actually use right here, clamps, planer is right here, which you can run boards straight through if we needed to. This is hole saws. This is like a bin of just extra small stuff, which I made to stay in place. So it's just got tap and dies and all the things you need, you know. And then these are like big, heavy wrenches. Oh, which one are those? Oh, they're in here. Usually the big wrenches are up here, but Pete moved them. Anyways, big vice grips, extra clamps, copper cutters, all the things you might need. Screws, screwdriver things, man, it's just crazy, the organization. And then our panel for everything. This plug is for the lights and for the compressor. This is our charging station up here, so we can charge everything, our phones, our batteries. And also sandpaper, so this is all our sandpaper, extra screws and house screws and nails and stuff. Heat gun back there. This is like our junk drawer, so it's got, you know, some stir sticks and just like extra junk. And then this is our paint container, so it's all of our painting stuff. So yeah, and then you can pull this thing out, which is sick, man. pull that out and it rolls up. Amazing. And if we need a drill, if we need a drill press, we just pull that out. That's the only thing that didn't have its own place, but no biggie. Another plug thing, the router is actually plugged into that, and that, if you switch that switch, will turn the router on, which is kind of cool. So this is what we're working on. Pulled up this old porch and found this cat under the porch. Spooky. And that bottle. Old Pepsi bottle. Anyway, we're gonna replace the siding here. And it's a little rotten. And do the porch. There's a porch there. And you also replace the siding. Nice. Come in, Debo, show everybody how you do it. Come in, Debo. Come here, boy. Come here, Debo. Come in. Good boy.
Come on.
Good boy.
Push him a little bit. Come on, boy. There you go. Oh, come on.
That's adorable. Ava's house, and we're unloading some things for Ava and going to be parking Ava's boat at her house. A towed like a dream, man. No problems. This cedar tree here, Pete had planted years ago when he was little at his house, and a hurricane came and blew the tree down. So we got the limb. Actually, this is just the limb. I think it's one of the limbs of it even. It was a big cedar. And so Ava's going to turn it into something. She's thinking the mast step or something aboard her boat. There's two of them, this one and that one. So she's thinking of carving it out and turning it into something aboard her little boat. It's really sweet. Got Ava's boat in a very tight spot, but it went in pretty smoothly. The hardest part is actually getting it level. We're having a little bit of a hard time getting it level.
That's probably close enough. Hey, I'll help you through it. You know, I think that's one that came off of there. Exactly. I would leave enough. to do it. You know, as long as, you know, they don't have to take any off the top, you know what I mean, for the shackle to fit. But as long as that shackle fits,